G'day folks, Catherine here, your on the spot reporter. And the spot we are today is outside Safar Brakes here on Fitzgerald Avenue, Christchurch. They've been here maybe 50, 60 years, maybe longer. We just come across a couple of classic cars here. And I actually was by just earlier. I spoke to a customer as he was mentioned to him about this classic car. Because what got my eye at first was it seems to be a Ford Falcon, but it's only got two doors. It's I'm not sure about the XE, XA models or whatever. I'm not a Ford expert, but it's a two-door Falcon. But I didn't see any badging of that on it. And then I actually noticed it's left-hand drive. And according to the other guy, the customer who was visiting for some reason, it's actually South African made, because only South Africa assembled this model of Falcon in left-hand drive in the two-door models. And behind that is a Bradford. Now Bradford made vans and trucks. This one seems to be a car, although it may have been made up out of a ute body. It's what in vintage car times they called a tourer. It's not like a convertible in that you can convert it with a closing roof when the weather gets wet. It's fully open all the time. They're known as a tourer because you'd only go out for a tour if it was a fine day. And I do apologise, I'm on the backup camera here, and it's of limited quality, but it is what it is. So and it's about 1 PM on Thursday the 10th of April 2025. So we've got for your added enjoyment, we've got lots of traffic noise. But what a fabulous old classic, a genuine vintage there. So whether that was made up out of a ute, whether it came from the factory as a ute, and maybe maybe it originally had a convertible hood, I don't know. It looks a little bit like it's got the semaphore indicators. They come out like a little flag and have a dim bulb in them, so they're not as good as the old blinkers. Not as good as the blinkers that replace them. But there you go, a Bradford truck. Some of them were a two-cylinder motor. I think some of them had a larger motor. And the classic Ford. I do apologise for the angle of the sun, and I am only on the backup camera. So there we go, a lovely example of both. So this one would be from the mid-60s, early 60s I guess. And the Bradford, would they be late 40s, early 50s? But there we go folks. Safar Brakes have got a good name here in Christchurch. I mean, I've been hearing their name for over 50 years. May not be the cheapest place in town. I don't know if they're the absolute best, but they certainly... I've never heard any complaints about the quality of their work. So, and they've been here literally for 50 plus, maybe even 60 plus years. At least I get the angle of the sun a little bit better there. So, yeah. There we go. And there's a cafe right next door. Bun Runners. So, there we go folks. And that's what you see when you're out and about here on the streets of Christchurch. Yeah, two-door Falcon, South African assembled, but assembled for the American or European market, which is why it's left-hand drive in lovely classic original condition. And that one is truly vintage, the Bradford. I didn't know they made open cars. I thought they were mostly trucks and vans, but it may have been converted from a little tray-back ute style truck. I think they're quite low geared, because even some of them had quite small motors, but they reckon they'd just about climb up the side of a building. So in low gear they could certainly, they got worked hard back in those days. You got a lot of work out of your little trucks and vans and utes, and they were capable of doing it. Some of them had a flat 2 or a flat 4, so it looked like a Volkswagen motor at a quick glance. I think there's a number of different engine options over the years. So, alright folks, that's all for now. This is Catherine, and that's all for now. Cheerio.